That's nightly news for this Tuesday. Thank you for watching. I'm Lester Holt. Please take care of yourself and each other. Good night.
Coming in hot.
Advice from the mentors.
Find a way to make that song yours.
Brings out the most intense battles yet.
Who is the winner of this battle?
Now she's really feeling what the battles are all about, right?
You pick Carson.
The Voice new tonight on.
In the Senate, Ron Johnson pushed tax loopholes benefiting himself and his donors.
Did my business benefit? Sure. Did some of my donor businesses? Sure.
But here's what Johnson's doing to us. He voted to raise the retirement age and allow cuts to Social Security. Even supports letting Wisconsin ban nearly all abortions and said, if you don't like it, you can move. Ron Johnson works for himself, never us. SMP is responsible for the content of this ad.
Howard Young Urgent Care. Get in, get out, get well.
Straight ahead on Newswatch 12 at 6, Pulaski police are still investigating a fire that injured 17 people. We'll explain why they say victims might not come forward. Plus, the Northwoods Country Club is getting an upgrade. We'll tell you how it's bringing the club up to par. And we'll tell you about some Danish visitors that came to our area today. We'll have the details as your local news starts right now.
Newswatch 12 with Jessica Jukic and Conrad Sapinski.
Good evening and welcome to Newswatch 12 at 6. I'm Jessica Jukic. Shawano County detectives still want to hear from former and current Pulaski school students who were at a bonfire that exploded Friday night. They say it's because of possible underage students drinking at the time of the fire. Gabriela Primus has more.
The Shawano County Sheriff's Office says the accelerant to blame for the bonfire explosion was a large 55-gallon drum barrel.
We do not believe it was full, but it had some type of diesel fuel mixture in this drum container.
Lieutenant Chris Madel says the Sheriff's Office didn't get any 911 calls about the explosion. The Brown County Dispatch Center brought it to their attention.
But we do know at this point we estimate about 17 were self-transported to the hospital and roughly 30 to 40 kids were at the party in total.
Do you know why they didn't call the cops right away?
We don't know. Our speculation is that obviously there is some evidence of underage alcohol consumption there. They didn't want to get in trouble for that, but I can tell you as a sheriff's office, that's the least of our concerns right now. We just want to figure out what happened.
The sheriff's office is asking witnesses and their families to go to the Pulaski Police Department from 4 to 9 on Wednesday to answer questions.
Essentially, we just want to gather who was there, what they saw, who they know.
The Pulaski Community School District is also encouraging any person with information to visit with the sheriff's office. In a statement, it says, this is an unprecedented situation, but it is in times of crisis that the Pulaski community has shown time and again that we will pull together to overcome. Madel says as of now, no charges have been filed. He says so far, everyone is cooperating, including the homeowner. Madel says the fire was on one of the high school boys' parents' land.
Obviously, this is a tragic event that has happened because of kids, obviously being kids, but there were some careless activities that happened. But bonfires can be fun, but we need to be safe when we're putting substances on fires.
The sheriff's office is urging the community to be patient. It will release more information when the investigation is complete. In Shawano County, Gabriela Primus, Fox 11 News.
It's a chilly day throughout the Northwoods. Conrad, how long will this cold weather stick around?
Not that long. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, Jessica. Taking a look outside right now, it doesn't look like it at the moment as temperatures are in the 30s, some 40s down south, of course. 34 right now in Rhinelander, 32 in Eagle River, so it is getting a little bit slick outside in some parts, but just down south, temperatures are much, much milder. The winds are a bit on the breezy end. Look at Anago, 23-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and even higher right by the UP, right by Marquette. That is where all of that lake effect snow is happening. But because of the cold air, those windy conditions, our feels like temperature is in the 20s right now. So layer up. Same thing Wednesday morning and same thing on Thursday. Temperatures will feel very, very chilly with all those winds outside. Right now, mostly cloudy skies in the region. Some of these snow showers are pretty much lingering right by Marquette and just south of that, as lake effect snow machine is still in full effect. For us, though, tonight, though, Mostly cloudy skies. Some flurries might be possible, and temperatures hovering in those upper 20s. Jessica?
Thank you, Conrad. With Election Day just 3 weeks away, campaigns are in the final sprint. Democrat Senate hopeful Mandela Barnes stopped in Rhinelander today to talk to supporters. Barnes encouraged diners at the Friendship House restaurant to reach out to one voter who's on the fence every day until the election. He spoke about preventative measures to combat crime and drug abuse.
We need to make sure our schools are fully funded. We need to make sure there are good paying jobs. And we also need to make sure that dangerous weapons don't fall in the hands of criminals. But Ron Johnson couldn't be concerned with doing the things that make us safe. He is only playing politics with our safety.
Barnes also spoke about how Badger Care expansion would help with opioid treatment. Wisconsin is one of only 12 states that have not accepted expanding Medicaid from the federal government.
And I've talked with sheriffs all across the state. I've talked to Republican sheriffs who say that this will go a long way to help them solve the crisis and help treat people who need the treatment to get them safe and healthy.
Before serving as lieutenant governor, Barnes served in the Wisconsin Assembly from 2013 to 2017. A Pennsylvania man who lost his 5-year-old daughter in a crash has filed a wrongful death lawsuit against a Wisconsin senator. Brandon Fink filed the lawsuit against Democratic State Senate Minority Leader Janet Bewley, another driver, and 3 insurance companies. Fink lost his 5-year-old daughter, Khaleesi Fink, and girl's mother, 27-year-old Alyssa Ortman, in the July crash. Authorities say Bewley pulled out of a Lake Superior beach entrance and into the path of Ortman. When Ortman's car hit Bewley's vehicle, it was spun across the highway too, and it was hit by another vehicle. The police report says Bewley was distracted by her hands-free phone during the crash. 4 people were arrested for possession after a drug bust in Stevens Point. Last Friday, the Stevens Point Police Department worked with the Central Wisconsin Drug Task Force to get the drugs off the street. The agency seized more than 65 grams of meth, 13 grams of cocaine, 14 grams of THC, pills, and items used to manufacture and sell narcotics. Joshua Hasley, Terrell Hintz, Eric Eves, and Taiwan Harris were arrested for several charges, including possession. With the dipping temperatures, golf may not be top of mind for many. But when golf returns at the Minocqua Country Club next spring, things will look a little different. The warm air will not be the only fresh thing on the course. They'll also have a new golf pro shop up and running. Newswatch 12's Matt Weaver joins us in studio with more. Matt?
That's right, Jessica. The course is open for some final rounds of golf this weekend, and members out on the links may notice some construction ongoing as they tee off.
Members are very excited.
The deadline's only 6 months out.
We're very happy with how it's gotten started and looking forward to the future.
It may be an aggressive goal, but the new home of golf for links men and women of the Minocqua Country Club will provide a more permanent space off of the green.
It's been in our long-range planning for a number of years.
Immediately following Labor Day, demolition for the previous 20-year-old space began.
With the old facility, we were starting to outgrow a number of the things, the locker room and bag storage. So this gives us more space. It should make us more efficient in our operation and to better service the members.
The renovated structure's extra space will include indoor parking for new electric carts.
The footprint's bigger than what it was in the past, and then obviously adding the cart storage down below, we gain a lot of room for growth for future amenities.
The project remains on schedule, all in time for the 2024 Wisconsin State Open to be held at the club.
The club will really be showcased across the state, and we're excited for what the new facility will present.
In Minocqua, Matt Weaver, Newswatch 12.
The Manitowish Waters Historical Society is using a new trail system to teach the community. We'll explain how it's helping preserve history for future generations. That's After Weather with Conrad right here on Newswatch 12.
Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Bone and Joint Walk-In Care.
When I started working at Michaels Corporation, Tim was 9 years old.
Tim worked in the trenches for many years when he first started out in this company.
51 years.
12 years. 20 years. 50 years.
Took a small Wisconsin company to one of the best in America.
Tim is really hardworking.
Very good leader.
And he's going to tell you like it is.
Because of Tim Michaels, there are thousands of good paying jobs in Wisconsin.
Jobs that people are proud of.
I wouldn't hesitate for 1 second
to jump in a foxhole with Tim.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
Creative Kitchen and Bath Studio has designed beautiful and functional kitchens and baths in the Northwoods. When helping plan your dream kitchen or bath with in-home consultation available, they provide 3D drawings of your spaces to bring your visions to life. Owner and designer Sarah has over 25 years of experience, overseen 500 plus projects, and built strong relationships with local contractors providing superior installation. Whether it's a new home or a remodel, Creative Kitchen and Bath Studio in Eagle River looks forward to making your dream kitchen or bath a reality.
Breaking news in Dallas, Texas, where at least 5 police officers were killed when they were ambushed.
This was the deadliest day for U.S. law enforcement since 9/11.
Just days after this horrific crime, Mandela Barnes appeared on Vladimir Putin's propaganda news outlet and rationalized violence against American police officers.
Police officers are over-exercising their badges. This probably was a retaliatory attack.
Do you want Mandela Barnes representing you in the Senate?
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Slumberland.
It's Tuesday, mostly cloudy skies in the area. We did have a couple of flurries yesterday into the morning hours today. But in general, overall today, and not looking too bad. Just some mostly cloudy skies. All that lake effect snow is confined in the UP, just to the south of Marquette right now. There were some snowfall totals. We actually had 0.4 inches in Rhinelander the last couple of days. Most of that lake effect snow was up in the UP, just south of Marquette. There are some locations coming in with almost 1.5 feet of snow. So, wow, really big snowfall totals. This is our first real lake effect snow event of the year. It is still early in the season, but we do still have some snow lingering just south of Marquette at the moment, as this low right over here is still spinning counterclockwise and bringing in those northeasterly winds right off of Lake Superior. But we will all be in the clear by tomorrow, and then the rest of the week looks clear, so enjoy it while it lasts, because more rain will be back Sunday evening, Sunday night, let's say, into Monday. That's going to be our next chances of rain showers, our next low that will be moving on in. So wind speeds, let's talk about that. We do have some gusty winds outside. It is feeling a lot colder with these 30s outside right now. Wind gusts in the 20s to 30 mile an hour wind range. That's making it feel cold. But it will start to simmer down by tomorrow. We're looking at breezy conditions throughout the day tomorrow, but nothing like we've experienced today. Some wind reports coming in. Iron Mountain, 49 mile per hour winds, 40 miles an hour was the highest wind speed in Wausau, 39 Eagle River, 37 in Anago, and 35 in Rhinelander and Arbor Vitae. Those were our strongest wind gusts in the last 24 hours. So gusty winds, cold temperatures, it's feeling like winter outside. 34 in Rhinelander, close to freezing by Eagle River. Same thing just up north. So everybody is in on those colder temperatures. Green Bay is the only one coming in right now, 43, and a couple other locations down south by the Rapids are coming in with those 40s. But hey, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Warmer temperatures are on the way. Look at all that yellow moving into our area. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and same thing into beginning of next week on Monday. So get ready. Warmer weather is on the way. Tonight will be chilly. Temperatures around 28 degrees. Mostly cloudy skies and a couple of flurries still lingering with those winds being more on the breezy end. And our 7-day outlook brought to you by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress does show really warm temperatures on the way. Look at the weekend. 60 on Saturday and 67 on Sunday. So don't put away those short sleeve shirts just yet. Jessica?
Thank you, Conrad. This June, the Manitowish Waters Historical Society opened their interpretive trails system. It's on the site of Camp Mercer, which is a 1930s era CCC camp that was built as part of FDR's New Deal to America. Jim Bokern is the president of the MWHS. He says preserving the history of Camp Mercer is of high interest to him and believes that while online resources and books can give people an understanding of history, outdoor recreation like this trail helps teach younger generations.
Websites are fine, YouTube videos are fine, but I like outdoor recreation and history together. And there is a wealth of that to be found here in the Northwoods, particularly around Manitowish Waters.
A huge part of that history were the young men who worked at CCC. They were part of the silent generation who grew up during that time of the Great Depression. Bokern says that keeping their stories alive is one of many reasons why the interpretive map is a great resource to the Northwoods.
And they're gone. And I feel a strong obligation toward historic preservation and particularly preserving their story for future generations to understand.
The CCC Camp Mercer Interpretive Trail is just off Highway 51, which is west of Manitowish Waters. They hope you check out and hike the trail before the snow begins to stick. Tomorrow, Wisconsinites will have a chance to learn why going green might be right for them. More than 30 exhibitors from student organizations to local businesses will offer sustainable living resources as part of UWSP's Campus Sustainability Fair. The fair will take place from 10 in the morning until 2 p.m. at UW Stevens Point Dreyfus University Center on Wednesday. The free fair allows attendees to talk to exhibitors about why sustainable living makes a difference in our communities and capture hands-on activities that focus on conservation and greener practices. Northern Wisconsin is home to the Ojibwe people, and while their history alone is fascinating, at least one European explorer's life is intertwined with the native band. A group of people all the way from Denmark arrived in America to visit the ancient log cabin in Mole Lake. The cabin was owned by Wilhelm Dinesen during the late 1800s. Birgitta Dinesen is a descendant of Wilhelm, and she says today's visit was a life-changing experience.
A photo is never the same as real life. So when you go into the house and close your eyes, you can almost feel the life that was lived at that time.
The house is filled with ancient furniture. However, it's not open to the public. Malene Wilkin believes that everybody should be able to experience this historic log cabin.
We're having the time of our life. It's so interesting to be here and see it in real life, not just on pictures. That's great.
The travelers from Denmark say areas like these are important to preserve. The main goal of the visit is to create a film about the cabin in the future. People across the Midwest got quite the surprise Monday morning. We'll break down how Yoopers reacted to getting almost a foot of snow.
You have dreams. To visit your grandkids. To start a small business. To spend time on the lake. The cost of a good healthcare plan should support those dreams, whatever they may be. They're your dreams. We're just here to help you live them. Aspirus Health Plan, a great plan for your best life.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal, come have a taste of Wisconsin.
America's Dairyland.
As in real dairy.
It gives Culver's fresh frozen custard its famous rich and creamy flavor.
Like really rich.
So rich.
Rich and creamy.
And our cook-to-order Butterburgers?
They're topped with, you guessed it, Wisconsin cheese.
But it's the smiles we put on your face with every meal made just for you.
That really makes our hearts melt.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
You heard the jingle man, Wisconsin. That means it's time to get a versatile, rugged, athletic SUV that makes you feel like you just won a title. Again. Honda was just crowned KBB.com's best value brand for the 7th year in a row. So get up and go to your Wisconsin Heartland Honda dealer today. Honda gets Wisconsin. Bring it home, Songbird.
They say the real measure of a leader is in how he treats his people.
But at Tim Michael's company,
These allegations span over 2 decades.
women say they were groped,
A male superior groped the crotch and inner thigh of a female employee.
assaulted, and pressured to have sex with their bosses.
If she refused demands for sex, she would be blackballed.
And when coworkers spoke up, they say they were fired. So if that's the kind of leader Tim Michaels is, how do you think he'd lead the state?
ELM Repair in Edgar is a family-owned and operated full-service diesel repair shop. From pickups to semi-trucks to heavy equipment and RV service. If it runs on diesel, we can repair it. Want more power and better mileage? Our experienced professionals will get your truck running and at peak performance. With a state-of-the-art dyno and fully stocked parts department, we can even come out to you with our 24-hour mobile repair service. ELM is always looking for passionate and talented people to join our team. The Diesel Doctor. Have it done right the first time at ELM Repair.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Slumberland.
Some people in the Northwoods may be receiving a floral surprise tomorrow. Triggs Floral and Home and Village Market Floral will be hitting the streets to hand out bouquets of flowers to unsuspecting strangers to help brighten up their week on Wednesday. Each person will be given 2 bouquets, one to keep and another one to pass off to another person of their choice. This local effort by the Triggs team is part of a larger nationwide movement started by the Society of American Florists to reduce stress and make people happy through the power of flowers. Volunteers will be handing out the bouquets in Rhinelander, Minocqua, and Eagle River starting around 10 tomorrow. A rare winter snow in Michigan, and it's just October 18th. The heavy wet snow fell across the UP and had waves whipping up the shorelines as Mother Nature made an early winter appearance. Andrew Lacombe has more.
An October mess. Heavy wet snow around a foot in Negaunee.
I've never seen anything like this. This is super early.
Winds gusting up to 50 miles per hour, knocking out power and a traffic light in Marquette, closing the intersection of M553 and Division Street.
There will be detours on your route this morning,
As those who still had to work today were trying to make it safely. Most schools in Marquette and Eldred counties were closed. A rare October snow day.
I don't recall any. I mean, I remember snow, but nothing like this.
Just a few miles from Negaunee, near the Lake Superior shoreline in Marquette, no snow accumulation, but plenty of power from Lake Superior. The early season snow, the top story on the Today Show.
We're in Negaunee, Michigan, like Upper Peninsula, Michigan, so a dusting of snow this time of year is not unusual.
Even in an area where long, snowy winters are the norm, this October storm is a bit unusual, although it was expected.
heavy, wet, and slushy on Monday, continuing into Tuesday also.
Too early to ski or snowmobile. Many are looking ahead to this weekend's forecasted highs in the 60s.
My wife warned me. She said, put the trampoline away. I said, honey, it's not going to be that bad. It's going to melt by Sunday. At this point, it's so high. You know, I don't know if it's going to be a tough task.
At Eagle Floor Covering in Eagle River, we have a knowledgeable staff, competitive pricing, and free estimates. Browse our selection of carpet, vinyl, wood, and tile for your next home project.
Sue right, Jake middle, me on the left.
Yeah, I knew I'd win.
Are you saying
What's
something?
really happening over there?
I think you're on mute.
There's no substitute for real gaming fun. Go where fun lives. Old Chunk Gaming Wittenberg.
Welcome. We're so glad you're here. Looking for one of our most capable Ford SUVs? Okay, great. We've got you covered. Spacious interiors, innovative tech, good looks, and a legendary off-road experience. Check out our inventory today, or let us help you place a custom order. Getting into the perfect Ford SUV? Well, it's easier than ever. Yeah, we've got you covered. Now choose FlexBuy on a 2022 Ford Escape or Edge and get 0% financing for 66 months.
I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
Ron Johnson caught lying. Independent fact checks call his attacks on Mandela Barnes false and misleading. But it's Johnson's views that are alarming. Johnson supported a ban on abortions. He co-sponsored a bill that makes no exceptions for rape, incest, or the life of the woman. And Johnson said if women don't like it, they can move. The truth is, it's Ron Johnson who doesn't belong in Wisconsin.
Hi, I'm Karen, and this is my husband, Todd.
Today's hearing aids are impressive. 48-channel dual processing, directional beam forming, Bluetooth streaming from phones and TV. Very cool stuff.
You're such a hearing aid geek. We both know that people need a place where they can go, with people they can trust and who will listen. If that's what you're looking for, call the Hearing House. Hearing aids are all we do.
So we do it right.
Your house, a hearing house.
Hi, I'm Brian from Creative Granite. When I need the forecast from Minocqua, I go to WJFW.com for my hometown forecast.
Your hometown weather, available 24/7 at WJFW.com.
Dan, Jessica, and Jeff bring you the news and weather from where you live weeknights.
Bruce Orthodontics, changing lives one smile at a time. Rhinelander, Minocqua, Eagle River, Phillips, and the greater Northwoods area. Treating patients of all ages.
All right, Jessica, it's cold outside, I know, but warm-up's on the way. Hopefully you're ready for the warm temperatures.
I didn't pack away my summer clothes yet, so I'm ready.
Yeah. Definitely don't pack away those short-sleeve shirts just yet, folks. But take a look outside right now. Temperatures are in the 30s. We do have a little bit of a wind, so that feels like temperature is in the mid-20s. So it is feeling like December, but a warm-up is on the way. Don't put away those short-sleeve shirts just yet. Look at the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, temperatures in the 60s.
Looks like a perfect weekend to spend outside.
I'm excited.
Thank you, Conrad. That's all the time we have. We'll see you back here at 10.
Mr. Food Test Kitchen is brought to you by Golden Carrot Jewelers and Creative Kitchen and Bath Studio.
Here in the Test Kitchen, we love it when we can find alternate uses for everyday kitchen items. One of my favorites is using a bunt pan to roast a chicken. It not only helps it stand on end while it cooks, but it also infuses it with all the goodness that we surround it with.